Welcome back to a weekly manga podcast book club series where we deep dive and explore the weekly shonen magazine series GACHIAKUTA by Urana. My name is Bruce, and I am the proprietor of the White Gray Black YouTube channel, and I am joined, of course, by my constant co-host, Gautam.
Hey, long time no see.
This week we are covering volume 16 of the series, which is chapters 131 to 139. Let's go ahead and start out with some overall impressions of the volume. Gautam, how'd you feel reading this one?
It's the Pirates of the Caribbean 2 of volumes, which means it's a setup volume, but I loved it nonetheless because it was just like maybe the funniest volume for me. I cracked up quite a few times.
Yeah, definitely. That was something I liked about this volume, was that it had a lot of fun parts of the series, which is always pretty fun, but also can get kind of serious. But this felt really like exciting and fun, and I hate to be like it's one of my favorite volumes, but man, I really think this is. I really like this one. I think there's a lot going for it. There's interesting new characters. There's funny stuff going on. Everybody's wearing a new look, so which I always have said in the past I adore. So
I love that too. I love the outfit changes. Togashi does it all the time with Yu Yu Hakusho, and I feel like everybody should do it. It's just it adds so much charm.
It's super great. I mean, yeah, Oda does it with One Piece. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's dive in with chapter 131. This is Requesting Leave. A nice color page we've got here. Again, very stylized, which we like to adore. This is something interesting, which basically does not appear in the rest of the volume. So we don't really know where this is going yet. But
it's a bit of an anticlimax, given that this was the this is like the hook of the end of the last volume.
Yeah. And it's a little bit of a resolution to that. I also think this is a little bit of a Chekhov's gun, and that has not gone off yet, right? Like, Tamsi is going somewhere. Okay, where is he going? Is he gonna show up at the Doll Festival? Is he gonna show up somewhere else later? Like, it could be the arc after this, who knows? But Tamsi asking Corvus for some time off. And then we get, this was maybe, man, it's so early. This is maybe my favorite scene in the whole volume, I think. This conversation between Engine and Seimu. I don't know.
Kind of revealed a lot.
Yeah, it really did. Like, I kind of, thinking back, forgot how much stuff is just like revealed in this first chapter. That's just kind of like a lore drop. Like, there's a picture, he takes off his choker. There's a lot of like really subtle stuff in here where it's like, she's not wearing a choker. Engine has his taken off because they kind of know, or he's communicated it. We also get like, Rio doesn't like being in pictures, which is interesting. I don't know why that is. But we also don't have backstory.
Like, because she's a hitman, or she used to be a hitman.
Maybe, yeah. That's true.
But maybe there's like a bigger reason than just that.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? Yeah, I still think there's going to be something up with her hair, or her styling hair, just with the scissors being her vital instrument. But so maybe pictures is like, hair doesn't look good in pictures. I don't know, something like that. But
bad hair day.
Who knows? Or she had one bad picture. I wouldn't doubt it. But I like the costume change, the like casual clothes Engine, and this like shoulder pads jacket.
Looks so cool, man.
So cool. She's like, what a great character. Drip. I'm glad that people are getting to experience her in the anime stuff and fall in love with her. I don't think we've had her first big fight in the anime, but I think it's coming up soon. I think it might be like the next episode or two.
The house defense fight.
Yeah, where those guys show up and she just like sees all their stuff and moves too fast and gets them all, like 1v30 or whatever.
I love that. Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah.
And there's like a more exposition surrounding Follows Power.
Yeah.
In that, and kind of like a description of how these like cleaner powers work in general is so they explained that Follows Power is a unique one, and unique ones usually have like trade-offs, like negative parts. His is that the more stress that is built up within him, the bigger like burst he can do with his attack. But in order to do another attack, he has to build up the stress again. So
it's basically what's the move in Pokemon that you like tank 2 hits and then attack back? Is it just bide? Yeah. It's basically that. It's like he tanks a bunch of hits or tanks a bunch of stress, and then he gets one big attack, which I think is cool, because we don't really have like no one's vital instrument that we've seen so far is sort of a like one big attack, like one, end the fight or you lose type thing. So I think it's cool that
yeah, he's like Brock Sonics for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That is the move.
Yeah. It's also interesting that they describe Zanka, Rio, and Engine as having like quote unquote plain vital instruments, which I guess is just sort of like an instrument you love that turns into some kind of weapon. Fight without suffering from any kind of recoil. Yeah, and he gets, Engine's kind of like plain.
I, I like that explanation. I think it's like, I think it's to retroactively add trade-offs to some of these powers, but
Yeah.
still explain why Engine and Zanka and stuff can use theirs without having the trade-off is I think it's just like a kind of like retroactive explanation.
Well, and it's
from
not
the
even
author, but it's a good one. It makes sense.
Yeah, and it's not even super retroactive, to be honest, because like we learned pretty quick that Rudo's vital instrument has the limit of he can transform 3 things and then it's done, right? So we already had a vital instrument with a limitation on it pretty early. So I don't know.
That works, but it's like Rudo is always
It's
an
always been
exception to
different.
the rule.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because that character in my mind, he doesn't count towards the rules of a power system, similar to how like a lot of main characters don't, right? Because they tend to be an exception a lot of times.
Yeah, but we get more interesting lore drop here, which is that they talk about Amo's the boots, right? She could use her powers without it changing into weapon mode, which is basically the same for Rudo's gloves and Amo's boot. Like Rudo's gloves don't change; he uses the power and it changes what he's holding.
Right.
And then they say, like, when she has a complete grasp onto how to use her powers, we should see a real transformation. I think that they're talking about Amo, but they also mean Amo and Rudo, right? Like, because I think that we've seen this with Zodal. Like, I think Zodal has complete control of his jacket, and I think that we have seen it changes shape when he uses its power, right? It makes his wings, and he's done some cool stuff with it. So I think we're kind of... this is explaining a lot more than is in just the scene. It's saying, like, okay, when Amo and Rudo get full control, we will see them change somehow. This is also proven, it kind of lines up with, we've seen Zodal use his, and it has changed somehow, so he has more control over his vital instrument. And we get another kind of big lore thing about vital instruments here. This is like the most we've gotten about vital instruments since like chapter, I don't know, like 20, like since we got to get the description of Rudo's thing.
Yeah.
But we get this line here from... is it from Engine? I don't know. Someone is saying she may be subconsciously suppressing her power, talking about Amo, since she came from an environment where she likely had to lock up her real feelings if she wanted to survive. A vital instrument reflects its user, Engine says. That's why the user's name is carved into it, and when there's not a name on the instrument, it means the user is holding back. Isn't that right? And we see it in the panel that says that means the user is holding back, we see Jabber and Tamsi, who are 2 people who... I don't think Jabber has his name on his vital instrument. I don't remember. And I know Tamsi doesn't, I don't think. So
it's impossible to say why they chose these 2 characters, because we don't know who carved their names in. Because for me, Jabber like transformed his instrument multiple times already. I feel like if anyone has unlocked it's him, right? I don't know.
Well, but we have seen people with their name on their vital instrument. Like Rio and Zanka, I think both have their name on their vital instrument. Follow also has his name on it. So
got it. I wonder if it shows Jabber's like in some panel that I just didn't notice.
I don't know. I don't remember if it ever shows his or not. I feel like the implication here from the panel is that
they don't have it.
They don't have it, so they're holding back. So it's kind of like a, hey, we've seen Jabber, like he was the first big battle, and he, schooled Zanka, and he's still a threat, and we can't, we have not seen his full power, basically.
That's just like, that's like wild, because I think Jabber has had more power-ups, or maybe the second most number of power-ups after Rudo, in the series.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, dude is nuts, but yeah, if that's like not his full power, the boy will be cracked later on.
But I also
do you feel like he'll like circle back around to being an anti-hero?
Jabber? I would bet against it with money. I don't think so. I think he's the typical sort of like wild card bad guy, evil for being evil, kind of just, I'm here to cause chaos. He's like chaotic evil, right? Like I don't think that
he is. But I think he like respects Zanka and I think he's like
I don't know.
somewhat likable despite his just absolute
Oh,
shittiness.
he's a great character. I love
Yeah.
Jabber. He's an incredibly lovable, chaotic, evil character.
The
for
anime
sure.
people don't seem to like Jabber very much.
I wonder how they did him, because he's one of the first character designs that I think where I'm like, well, this is very wild and unique. I mean, like, Injin and Rudo and Rio and Zonka all are unique in their own ways, but they also kind of look like, I've seen anime characters pretty close to that. But Zonka's like, I've never seen an anime character with like dreadlocks and a crazy face, and I think he's really, really unique. One of the first ones you meet.
I love Jabber. I think him and Zonka's like screen time together, I think that's like peak GACHIAKUTA for me. Like
Yes,
their
for
second
sure.
fight is like my favorite fight in the series.
It's my favorite quote unquote twist too of the series, where it's like Zonka's imagining he's powering up and winning, and then it cuts to just like, nope, he's high on the poison. Like
Yeah,
that makes me
brutal.
laugh every time. I think that this
Oh,
is setting
man.
up. I mean, I think that there was obviously always going to be a third round, at least a third round fight between Zonka um, and
For sure.
Jabber, and I think
My boy
that
needs
this,
to win.
right, and I do think that the third one is going to be set up for Zonka likely to win after sort of practicing and all this stuff. I think what this is setting up is there you will go, oh yeah, Zonka's in the mode now, he's winning, and then Jabber will like awaken his thing and have a power up in the middle, and you'll be like, oh, I don't know, and then Zonka will be like, no, I truly did practice, I really do beat you, and then you will see him beat level 2 Jabber. I think that's probably where this is going if I had to make a prediction.
I hope like the pivot on the Zonka Jabber relationship is because Zonka tries really hard. He's already trying really hard. But I hope the like revelation to make him win is that he is single mindedly focusing on just getting stronger without like physically stronger without like
Yeah,
expanding
dealing
his other repertoire, like being trickier maybe.
yeah, or in a sort of, he's not maturing necessarily in an emotional way, especially dealing with his family, who we
Right.
get a little bit of that kind of teased in this with his family and with what's her name, the girl who showed him up. Um, yeah, which I think is
Right.
which I think is probably more accurate, is that he maybe will power up physically but not deal with his sort of like inferiority complex, maybe you could call it, and then that'll be the thing that needs to be done to really win. I don't know.
I'm curious how it gets played. Yeah, that's I think there's like routes. You can go a few different directions with it.
I
Now
do
you
think
mention it.
that I've mentioned this on the other podcast and maybe in Gachakuta a couple times, but I do think that the best sort of climaxes and resolutions are where there is like an emotional and a physical fight kind of coalescing
Yeah.
at the same time, in the way that we even just saw with Follow, right? He sort of dealt with his emotional stuff, and basically immediately after that got the hammer, did the attack, beat the guy. Like the lineup of that,
it's built into the narrative. Like these
yeah, for sure.
weapons resonate based on feelings. So it's like fixing your mental. Like Zanka going to therapy will actually make him stronger in Gachiakuta world.
Yeah, for sure. But so getting back to the chapter, the other implication here when Engine says, "Isn't that right?" and looks at Seimu, is that Seimu's glasses don't have her name on it. So she, has this
Right.
kind of future thing, which we're kind of implied. Well, she has, I guess, it's like true sight. I don't remember what her actual like powers are defined as, or if we know, but she can like see and react to everything really quickly because I think it's implied she can like see a couple seconds into the future, right? So she can dodge stuff like that,
Yeah.
maybe.
I think she has like a combo of powers currently. Right now she can like this is like the Nebula's like not fully explained one is she can see into people's souls
Right, she
and
did that with Rudo at the start. Yep.
determine maybe their goodness or like amount of chaos within them, something like that,
Or
emotional
something,
turmoil
yeah.
maybe. And then the other one is we saw during her fight is she has like what you mentioned is either like foresight or superhuman perception or something like that.
Yeah, and like increased reaction time, like kind of the general
Yeah.
like the general my vital instrument makes me a superhero type stuff, where we see Rio jumping like 100 feet in the air with her scissors, and it's like, okay, it's a little bit of suspension of disbelief there.
It's like way harder to write Seimu's fight seriously because
True.
her power is like it's meant to predict everything that happens to her and like block it, so it's like hard to make that interesting in like a main cast fight.
Yeah, I also think it was a better better than showing like, oh, like we zoom in on her eyes and she can like see she's getting attacked here, so she dodges here. Instead of doing that, she's just incredibly fast and takes those guys out in her fight, like in like 3 pages or whatever. I think it's way better that they did it that way.
It is cool. Yeah.
But yeah, so she's we get the sort of, there's a lot of Engine is implying a lot of stuff that is not explicitly confirmed by Seimu here, but which also confirms it in my mind. Because he asks here, he's like, boss's orders, and she kind of doesn't respond. So it's like, okay, Corvus told her to take time off, and she's like, where's this coming from? So what? Is it wrong for you to take a break? He's like, not at all. He's like, if you're really taking a break, you say what you always start with. I'm gonna get so drunk today. And he's like, and you're not doing that. So she's like, I should have known you'd figured it out. And Engine says like, so you're gonna write your name on your vital instrument to look into the future. And this is like a scary panel, kind of, or a scary page, I guess. It's like very, empty, just like Samuel on a chair. And it's implied, I think, maybe in the next page that, the Engine says the reason you don't use your full powers is because of the risk. If you took the limiters off and looked at the future, the recoil, what it's like, you might never be able to see again. She might be blinded. And she's like, never? You're overreacting. If I don't look long, there won't be a problem. This is a setup for she's gonna look too long and go blind, right? Like,
yeah, this is a very like, what is that saying? It's stare into the abyss and it stares back situation.
For sure, yeah.
And yeah, the implication is that they've spoken about this before, because he instantly knows what's gonna happen and why she's being so serious on her day off.
Or he at least understands how her power works and knows that making it more powerful. Like, if her power is like, oh, I can normally look 5 seconds into the future at all times or whatever, it's like, if that's your power, if you power it up, you can look, a year or 3 years or whatever. So
the fact that she's doing it now, instead of deciding to do it earlier, means that the cleaners are pushed to a limit, or they need the future sight ability for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And my speculation, or my theory on that, is this is directly after Tamsi asks for a break from the boss. And
yeah, true.
I'm curious if they are onto it in some capacity.
I do wonder, because this is definitely, it's implied here that Corvus asked her to do this. This isn't like a
right, hey
boss, I'll do it for you. Corvus is like, Samuel, you need to look into the future because whatever Corvus's powers aren't showing him or working for him in the right way, or something, or he needs to know what happened, where Tamsi is going or something, right? Like there's something Samuel needs to see. So
there's one other thing that was mentioned, and it was that I think maybe it's in this next page, but it's like the boss has the same power as Seimu. Like he can see into people's like souls or whatever,
or see some amount of the future or something, right?
Yeah. So it's interesting that they share a cleaner power despite the boss not having her vital instrument.
Well, and we still, so this we don't know Corvus's instrument. We do know that he has an eyeball tattoo on his neck or his back that looks around and moves and does stuff and acts suspicious, I guess you would say. So something about that eyeball
is very mysterious.
Yeah, he is. I'm maybe most curious about who he is. Yeah, I don't know. Corvus is super interesting, but yeah, this is, you kind of said it, and I guess I didn't connect the dots, but like he says the boss has seen something, and we cut back to that first scene. So these things are connected, right? Like looking into the future, Tamsi leaving, Corvus being involved. It's all connected. All the story's connected, but like this is immediately connected somehow. So
yeah, and I think we're even more on the money on the Tamsi thing being the reason for her future sight activation, mm-hmm. with this panel of him leaving. I didn't notice the Patam on the door.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, totally. I think that's probably it. But I'm curious to see why they need it and what Tamsi's actually up to.
I don't know.
Get some roller skates and eat more cake, or like is he gonna do something different?
Well, I also wonder if the other thing that we don't know much about is the book vital instrument that Tamsi has that he used to like erase Amo's memories or whatever. And this might be something of him saying like, we can't let Tamsi use that again, or what if he uses it and erases the idea of like Rudo or the idea of the sphere or something. Like we can't let that happen. I don't know. Like maybe there's something connected there with the book. So who knows?
Yeah, I'm curious. And of course Tamsi wouldn't do that because that would be boring for him. The guy Tamsi is also a bit like Jabber in that he's like chaotic evil. At least he seems that way right now.
Yeah, or maybe like a chaotic neutral in some way, but definitely opposed
It's hard,
to our
hard
main
to imagine
characters.
him being neutral when he like imprisoned Amo and then like ate cake in front of her and laughed. It's
Yeah.
like it's just like a dick thing to do. So maybe you could still be chaotic neutral, I guess.
I guess like
and do
more
that.
self-serving than evil, but that's kind of also a form of evil. So I don't know. I'm with you on that.
No, honestly, he is evil. Actually, thinking back on the Amo flashbacks and like him gifting the boots and all that, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, he's evil.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I'm
I'm
with you on
remembering some stuff
We've-
he did.
You've talked me into it. He's definitely evil.
Yeah, no, I think it's just been so long since that flashback, we forgot what a scumbag he was.
Yeah, he's done some bad. I mean, he also killed Rita's adoptive father. And
True.
He's mostly done
He's
only
super
evil
evil.
things. There's no conversation here, actually. So.
You're right. He's actually done the most evil things.
Yeah, basically, yes. Yes, he has actually done the most evil in the story for sure. Yeah. So then we get God, I can't remember this guy's name. August, yes, flipping out because the Doll Fest is tomorrow. And yeah, he hands out the new outfits, which we're gonna see pretty soon. Amo's going with him. She calls him Uncle Corvus. That's obviously like a Japanese translation or something, but yeah, and Chris, Tom, and Follow won't be following us. They're gonna help Follow train with his vital instrument. You haven't sparred with him, Zonka? He's like, I'll do it when I get back. He's like, I'm gone for 2 seconds and I miss all the action. It's like he was at it. And then yeah, August is also a great character in like very small doses, and which is what we get of him always, which I think is perfect.
He still frustrates me, but like he's shown in such small doses that it's not actually frustrating.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. I usually don't like this type of character, and I still don't.
He's the kind of person who, if this was a real person, it would be insufferable. But because they're in like an anime / manga, it's like, it's fine. It's fine.
But I do like him because he has some absolutely great fits for the crew.
Man, they're so good. We'll see him in a minute here, but yeah. We also get Engine and I need to learn how to say her name. Aisha. I guess.
Yeah, I think it's just Aisha.
Aisha.
It's probably Aisha, but let's just call her Aisha. I think
Aisha.
that sounds better.
Yeah, Aisha. Which we have seen her do some heal. That's the healing girl with the plug thing, right?
Electro healing.
Yeah. We've seen her do that, but she hasn't gotten much of a character arc. We had a little bit of flashback. So like maybe she does some more stuff. Maybe she's important here. And they say, in the South Branch folks, which I think we see a little bit in this. We see him a little bit in this volume, don't we? Yeah, I think we do. Also, God, yeah, this is where we start with like the funny stuff, right? It's like also that guy over there who feels so out of place that he can't join the conversation, and we get
this is the funniest panel to me. Like
great.
In all of GACHIAKUTA, I don't think I've laughed harder at a panel. I think it's just his hunched up shoulders and him standing next to a vending machine in between a trash can.
He's like so.
Like what are you doing, bro?
He's so goofy. Also, like everyone's been a little awkward at some point, and the kind of the shrug shoulders to make you feel a little bit more like comfortable, or I don't know, like make yourself feel bigger.
Tense.
I don't know why. Like I remember doing this when I was like 14 in like high school, right? Like for whatever reason, you just do that. You put your shoulders up to feel like, I don't know. It's a funny thing to see.
And he's just standing between like these two objects for some reason in the corner. He like slots in perfectly.
I look at that. He's also just like he's wearing like a sweatpants and a hoodie. Like he has no uniform at all, and he's just got his little doll in the pocket. And he's smiling. God, he's hilarious. I can't wait for him to do stuff whenever he does again. He's great. I also like the faces here when they see him are very just like cartoony.
Ria looks like what is it? Is it Betty Boop? I don't know.
She has a little bit of that kind of like old like almost
old
like
cartoon.
1940s newspaper strip character look, like that.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah, and then August is like, I have a feeling something's gonna go down, which like we knew, but it's funny to kind of address it directly. And yeah, that's that's just the first chapter of this volume, by the way. So chapter 2, again, these are some of the interesting characters we get introduced to. We get this mysterious. Her name is Wing, I think. Is that right?
Who is this?
I think we get her name. She's the girl who does the drawing. That's the only time she appears again. That's who this is. The girl who gives she gives the number drawing to Rudo.
Oh, okay, yes.
That's who this is.
I see. Okay.
Which makes me think that maybe this is the White Dove or the White Crow. Because we also do immediately see a crow in the shot with her.
Well, we know who the
So
White Crow is, right? But the crow is next to a bucket of white paint that's spilled over.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's like a. I think that later on you're talking about boobs, right? Oh, I
Lily.
can't remember her name. Yeah, I think that's a misdirect. I don't think she's the White Crow, but I don't know.
It would be a bit. I like because I see your point. There's a crow and a bucket of white paint, and it's going glip 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 next to it.
And she also.
So
yeah.
So I definitely see your point here, but at the same time, Lily, it's like too crazy for that to be a misdirect. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like she also spoke to the information broker. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's keep going.
One more little evidence thing, I guess. I do think that because Rudo was told to follow the White Crow, and his path sort of takes him to this person who then gives him the ticket that gets him to Lily. I feel like that is following the crow to Lily and not Lily guiding him forward, but I don't know. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it, but it definitely could go either way.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. But she's really cool. We get the Doll Festival. We get good old Mimo here, who we've seen as early as like I think he's in like chapter 29 or something, or maybe even before that. He just shows up on TV screens the whole series. He's been in the series. Like, he showed up.
It's like some insane hair.
It's some insane hair, and to be honest, some actually insane foreshadowing, I guess, planting. I don't know, but like, do you remember in the I was looking at this a couple days ago when I read this, but in the sort of bar scene where Rudo and the team gets abducted into the big trash beast, before that trash beast starts, right. Mimo is on the screen in that chapter.
Oh, and she's like forecasting he or she is forecasting like the trash fall. Right?
Yeah, I think it's a he, but he's like forecasting. He's like the news guy. He's just like telling the news on TV, and I think he appeared even before that. But news reporter Mimo. But welcome to the big event. You want to know why you're hearing my voice at the festival? Ha ha ha! Wink wink. Let me tell you, because your favorite reporter Mimo is this year's MC. We get a little talking about Mimo the reporter is here. It's like, oh, you guys took your chokers off. Like, hurry. We've got a surprise at the end of the festival, so look forward. We get. This is where we just get some outstanding art. Like, it just blows me away.
So nice.
The next like 2 volumes. But yeah, we get their new fits. We kind of I think we see a little bit better later. But
I just like the art town, like the place they're at is like, I'm glad they revisited it. I really like the art town arc because of the aesthetic of the like where it's located. Like this half cave looks like it's like half night, half day.
Is this the art town again? I thought this was a different location. Cause
isn't it the art town? It's like the same cave, right? They have maybe? Like it's inside this cave, and the sky looks like half covered because of the jaws of the cave.
Canvas Town. Yeah,
Canvas Town.
Yeah, okay, it is definitely looking at the like picture of. Wait, let me get the manga picture. Yeah, it's got to be right.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even make that connection. That's wild. I did not think about that at all. I was just like, oh yeah, cool new town. They climbed to the top, whatever. So there's a couple of, I can't remember if there's one in this page or not. I feel like this person on the left might be somebody, but there's a couple of cameos that show up in some of these.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that little guy at the back, the angry looking dude.
Yeah.
In the very center of that panel is someone that I'm not recognizing, but
I'm trying to remember. So Rudo's looking for it. I remember the next couple pages have more, but
anyway, let's go.
We'll keep going.
Let's keep going because there's like a page dedicated to the cameos. So
yeah, for sure. I think it's on like 1 or 2 pages, but yeah, where to start looking for the White Crow. Engine is kind of still thinking about Seimu here. He's like, I can't leave the office till I finish handing my work off anyway. The boss will be there to witness the seeing. We're just a little like more extra info, I guess, on that scene. He's busy taking care of the mountains of paperwork backlog right now, so there's still time. Be there for Rudo at the Doll Fest. I've always wondered. Rudo was, and this is, oh man, we get like, it's like once every 3 volumes, you get like a tiny morsel of Engine's like backstory and feelings, and then you don't get anything for like 50 chapters. And so this is like our tiny morsel of Engine, reveal of Engine's thoughts, feelings, internal, whatever. But she says like, Rudo was a random stranger who came from nowhere. Why did you care about him to begin with? And we get kind of a forlorn looking Engine.
You know, it. There's an easy answer for that from what we already know, but we don't know the mystery aspect of it, of course.
What is it? What do you think the
Engine
easy
is
answer is?
Engine is just a really soft and good guy who
Oh
picks
yeah,
up strays,
yeah,
all the time.
okay, yeah, I agree with you there.
And Rudo is just is probably very similar to how he was as a kid because they are very alike. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
Dispositionally, they're pretty much very similar, except Engine is just a more experienced, uh, slightly less hot-headed version of Rudo.
Yeah, more mature, based just because older. But
Yeah,
yeah,
just age.
I
Yeah,
definitely think that's the. Yeah, but I mean, this brings me all the way back to chapter 2 and before, right? Which is like, why did Engine know that Rudo was going to fall there in the trash? And I think maybe he gets asked that at some point, and he kind of blows it off, right? It might have even been Samu who asked him, but
yeah. And he was like, I think he said something like that he was just out there on a job and it was coincidence or something like that.
yeah, but I feel like it was pretty clear.
It's not true,
there,
of course.
but yeah,
Yeah. Engine is definitely up to something, and who knows if it's an up to something that's like bad or good. But ultimately, I think he's a good guy.
oh for
There's
sure,
no
for
doubt
sure,
about
yeah,
that. But I think that whatever he is doing in secret is probably like a deep gray area to make us kind of question him or make the
yeah.
characters question him in some
Yeah,
way.
or even just my thing might be that like maybe Engine and Seimu are the only people that Corvus really trusts, and now maybe Rudo. Like, because I think that Corvus doesn't trust Tamsi, and I don't know if Corvus trusts. Yeah, everyone else is sort of like, well, they work for the cleaners, but I don't think Corvus is telling them all the secrets. So
I
I am
think you're right.
wondering if Corvus is like, if he's having Seimu look into the future, if he had Engine go after Rudo and said, you can't tell anybody that I'm telling you to do this, or that I know about this, or that I used whatever my power is to see this, because it would reveal my power. Like, could be something like that. I don't know.
I think you're right. I think it's just those two and no one else because
Yeah,
they seem to know more about the boss than anyone else. They know that the boss has Seimu's high power.
yep,
Um, I really doubt anyone else knows the boss on uh the level of Seimu and Engine here. I think they're like the secret mission team.
for sure. They're
Um,
like I would say that
yeah,
maybe the flashback is they're like they like found the cleaners or are just like core members or something after Corvus founds it, or I don't know, because it also seems like it's been around for a while, but.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. I do think that, I mean, there's obviously something going on with Engine. I do think there's also maybe he looks very sad here in a way that like maybe he has. I will call this out because I have seen this online a couple times. There's a potential for Engine to have a personal, familial relationship with Rudo in some way. I will not say the words. Engine might be Rudo's dad. I'm not going to say that, but I think that people have speculated and thought about it. I think for a while now that
I don't think
it's
that's the
potential that
case.
he's also a Sherbrek of some kind because we don't know his real name, right? We know that he took another name, Engine.
I was okay. This is like in the deep recesses of my mind, and I have no evidence to support it. But I was thinking maybe the reverse, in that Engine has some kind of connection to Zodal. Um,
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say
because
Rudo is
yeah,
Engine's dad, but that's not the reversal you're going for.
no. Well, that would be nuts. I would truly have no evidence to support that. But anyway, yeah, we'll see how
Yeah,
Engine stuff plays out. It's
we'll
all
see.
very interesting though.
Yeah, it gets me when we get that stuff. Also, God, this is another really funny panel coming
It's so
up.
funny. Yeah.
Where they you sort of get a bunch of eye shots and they're like having a conversation about, you look at the Choco Master, part of the Watchmen series, try to get it, investigate the crowd, find the White Crow, and then you realize that they're not actually talking; they're just like doing their
Gesture.
non-verbal conversations, which we saw Engine and Rudo do before.
it's
so
they're such dorks. I love it.
it's so funny.
I especially like Rio there, who's like really having a good time with it.
Really smiling on it, yeah.
Yeah.
And Amo's,
By
you
the
know,
way, yeah, one thing to note, by the way, is that I love all their costumes. Zanka's dressed up like a priest. But the August gave Amo his sister's outfit. Like he
she's like a
dressed
nurse
Amo up
kind
like
of thing, right?
but that, yeah, this is like the big hat, just like his sister has. It seems like he just dressed her up like, or he sees her similarly to his sister.
Well, I guess it's kind of the difference between like his sister is a nurse and wears the nurse's clothes to work, and then Amo is wearing like a nurse's Halloween costume, which is like
Yeah,
that's kind of what it is, I guess.
yeah. I wonder if it I don't know. I figured it was like maybe August just seeing her in a similar way as her sister because they're similar ages, but it could just be a Nurse Halloween costume.
Well, and we get, I think in the last volume we did get the sort of power reveal that Amo could use her boots for healing people using the memory smell power. So
true.
So I think maybe that's an angle to it also. But
what is Fu dress? Does he have a costume?
No, he's still wearing his fucking hoodie. He doesn't have a costume because he's not officially with them, which is kind of what's being said on this page, right? It's like, you're working with us on a trial basis. Why can't you officially join? And he's just like awkward. And doesn't he just say like, no one asked me to? It's like, no one ordered me to. Yeah.
Yeah, no one ordered me to. Yeah, because he's like, I don't know. He's deeply troubled.
He's so funny, man. Like, I've never seen a character like this in media ever. Like, who's just literally like, I need someone to tell me what to do, and this is my character trait. It's so funny.
I'll just say, yeah.
Same in the back is like, oh my god, this kid is weird.
Yeah, we caught one of these.
Yeah, but yeah, he says, even me being here, I was told to go to the festival. It wasn't my idea, but they let you join just like that, huh? That's amazing. Amo has to join. This is Amo speaking in third person, which she does most of the time, to make up for what she did. And so Amo can do something to help Ruto now. Amo told Uncle Corvus that she wants to be a cleaner. You can't do anything without being given an order. He's like, I get it. You've never made a decision for yourself that turned out to be a huge mistake. Again, this is
brutal. I love that.
Bro, it's also like, this is like one of the best manga of just like a character can deliver a line and you can get the facial expression of the character, and you're like, man, that reveals so much. Like, even just back at the engine thing, it's like, it's a line, and Engine's like his forlorn expression, the focus on his eyes, and him kind of like girding his loins, and the shade,
yeah.
It's and this also here is just like, okay, so he's fucked up somewhere.
Yeah, and he's just holding on to like trauma over making one bad decision at some point. I'm curious as to what the decision is, but also like, I hope Amo's healing boots like help his mental health. What a crazy sentence, but
that would definitely be good. And Amo definitely like kind of cares for him.
Yeah.
Oh, we also
this is fucking hilarious. That next page.
Yeah. Well, so what was it? It was the last like page or panel of the last volume was where we got kind of all the people who are going to be going to the doll festival, including the rival girl. And he sees it's cool to see this because he sees this guy in the hat. Do we get the reveal of who this is in this volume? I don't remember if it's after.
His brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's his brother. Okay, great. I couldn't remember if that was in this volume or slightly after, but yeah, so that's his older brother. He's like, what is he doing here? It's like he puts on a goofy mask. And then we get it's the next page, Bruce.
He looks badass.
He looks cool, man. Every character looks cool in this series. And we get his older sister, too, whose name I can't remember, and she has the thing with Engine. I really need these people to meet up at some point in this arc. Like, so
exactly. It's all very good stuff. I like how Zanka wore his stupid mask. The mask, he keeps it on for a bit, and it's just very funny anytime he's on screen.
Yeah. It says there's a goofy expression on.
But there's like a brief mention. I'm not sure if the pages are all in here, but essentially the Hellguard are at the party. They are aware of some plot going on, but they're not sure what the plot is. Yeah. And they don't have chokers on. So
yes, and they also say something about our Mark is plotting to do something at the doll festival, and I trust you to handle it, Goka. And we don't really know who their Mark is. I mean, their Mark could be Engine, it could be Rudo, it could be Maimo, it could be Lily, it could be the choker maker. Like if that's who they're going, like I don't know. Like it's interesting that we don't really know who he's going after. So
it's I'm not sure. I wonder if they play that straight, or if like after all of this they're like, okay, Rudo, you're under arrest.
Yeah, it's also funny to see the family, like three of the family here, because it's like, okay, she's like goth emo mommy, he's like hardcore serious like tattoo man, and then that makes Zanka like so funny of like the youngest
goofy
brother who's just like serious and not like alt or tattooed at all or anything. Like he's just like the normal guy, I guess.
The little brother who's hiding so his siblings don't pick on him. That's Zanka's role in this.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. So here we go. This is the I think this is the next chapter maybe.
So that's Attack on Titan at the top.
This is Attack on Titan. Yeah, look at that. This is from
that's the white that one I didn't recognize.
This is from the soccer one, Blue Lock.
Oh, okay.
This is from Blue Lock, I think, because he's got the soccer ball down here.
Is that guy like known as the White Crow or something in that show, in that series?
I don't think so. No, I don't. Yeah, because here he says like that's a Titan costume.
That's a White Crow Titan. This
well,
guy,
this is. I mean, well, yeah.
You
haven't
like
read
a
this
giant
part,
white bird, right? So
it's the
like
Beast Titan. I don't remember which Titan this actually is, but there's the Flying Titan, I think, but I don't remember. But yeah.
Well, I like the homages are all like subversions on a white crow.
That's true. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
So like it's a big white bird for the Titan. I don't know. I can't understand the reference in the middle on why he is white crow related.
They might. I bet he has a nickname like the Crow or something like that, right? Like that's a very common
probably
Japanese theme. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And the very bottom one is my favorite. Excalibur is like, and I love the Excalibur faces in the back, behind him.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, the people are just like hating on him. The comment on it is funny when it's like talking about it. It's like that's a holy sword that inspires people to say obnoxious, I think.
And for anyone who hasn't, Urana like was an assistant under the author of Soul Eater. Excalibur is from Soul Eater, and he's like the most powerful weapon in that series by a large margin, but nobody uses him because he is like just too annoying to be around.
So annoying.
Nobody can wield him.
Like the most annoying, and like even he's annoying to a point that it like you get him and you go, oh haha, he's annoying, and then you get like, okay, he's really annoying, and then it wraps back around to like, okay, haha, he's annoying, like, and then it wraps back around because he keeps being annoying. It like goes back and forth the whole time. It's great.
Everyone should look up the Excalibur song from Soul Eater.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a weird
Excalibur.
song about going to California.
Yeah. Yeah, so we get like this Rassafrass stupid costumes. We also get this is what's his name from
the leveling thing.
No,
with the bird,
whatever the video
bird
game.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shangri-La Frontier.
Shangri-La Frontier. There you go. Yeah, yep. That's the main character from that. If something just appeared when you were looking for it, you wouldn't have to look for it. And they're discussing where it might be. It's like, what if the crow isn't here, but outside the event hall? After all, the Dollfest main event is the Giver Show, which would be inside. And Amo's like, y'all are looking for a white crow? I thought you were looking for other cleaners. They're like, well, the twins are going to be in the show. Mildreda is here with the other South cleaners. Fu is talking to he. I like Amo gets so sad. Like he's just like, oh, you're not going to tell Amo about the white crow. He's like, could you not drop your voice like that? It scares me.
Zonka's face is like this little happy mask.
It's great. Also, this is the Galaxius main characters are in this page. This is Geo and I can't remember this guy's name, but yeah, the two Galaxius main characters are in here.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice them.
I think there might be more that I didn't recognize, but or are hidden. But yeah, this is a cool chapter.
I love that. That's nice.
Yeah, Zonka reflecting on like, what is my brother doing here? Yeah, and we get a little bit of insight into what they're doing. Yeah, basically they're torturing. Like these are, they're doing the good work, but they are aggressive police, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they're like they're like the Nazi cops, man. Is like this is this world's SS. So they straight up cut off this guy's ear, and they're trying to like figure out what's happening because it's like a weird universe because the guy they're torturing are gonna fuck up the whole event and kill people, but the guy essentially says, hey, yeah, it's too late, the wheels are already in motion.
Yeah, and they're trying to get him to spill things. They threaten him with I think, okay, I'm gonna long shot here, they mentioned the Hellguard's prison. Surely you've experienced it. I think at some point our main characters are put in the Hellguard prison and we get an arc there. I'm gonna make that call.
I didn't notice when they said the mark thing earlier. You pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. I think what they do is after this is all over, they arrest Rudo, and that'll be a good pivot into Zonka's relationship with his family.
Yeah, or they arrest like all 5 of them, right? 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, and this is like, man, this is an intense panel. Again, like how goofy this thing is, like 3 panels before, and it's like, okay, we've cut a man's ear off and it's on my knife. Like tell me what's going to happen. Yep, and he says, you're too late, the device already makes the world go round. I think he's clearly talking about the chokers, right?
Right. Right.
Because everybody has a choker. It makes the world go round. Yeah, we're going to see where that goes. So, yeah, we're all dependent on it. Can't live without it. In the past, the world lost its ruler, so he will become its new ruler. This is another one of those things where it's just a line in a picture.
Meaning.
It's just a line in a picture. Yeah.
So this is double meaning in regards to the choker mind control, but also kind of like I feel like our theory in regards to like becoming the Watchman.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. This is him talking about like Maimo thinks he's going to become the ruler. Spoilers, we'll see at the end, and then but actually it's like Rudo is the end game going to become some kind of ruler, or maybe that's the goal for people around him or something, right? So,
and yeah, I like the by ruler I anticipate like just another like one of the Watchmen. Like he replaces the Watchman or something. That's just my guess.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm on board with that one. Yeah, so they talk about the Hellguard, a little more Hellguard stuff. It's like, you know how we specialize in exterminating trash beasts? Like the Hellguard is the opposite. They're made to crack down on humans. With a few exceptions, the Hellguard are an assemblage of folks that ain't got no powers. But every one of them's an expert in fighting other people. It don't matter if the other guy's a giver. If they see someone as a threat, they'll come running. I don't know, what does this say? I don't know how the Raiders are still around. And this is interesting that Rudo brings up. He's like, oh, like what we call apostles on the sphere. And this is like, we have not had a mention of the sphere in a long time as far as like the culture that Rudo grew up in around it. So I feel like it's interesting to have this brought up here.
Yeah, and it's like kind of an interesting parallel, right? Because they were like kind of the fascist parallel authority on the sphere, but the Hellguard is, in our perception, are kind of like good guys in that they're not good guys, but Zanka knows them, and they are, I guess, like in cooperation with the good guys. So it's like, despite them being the parallel, it's like we're seeing a different perspective on it.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. I think it's more if you want to say like the cleaners are good and the raiders are bad. I think the Hellguard are neutral, right? Like they aren't on either of their sides. They are trying to take down the bad guys, but they also aren't necessarily like on the side of the cleaners. So
yeah. Ultimately, it's like they're still bad. They do bad things. They torture the shit out of people in the name of like national security, but they aren't the raiders, and they aren't the cleaners who slot on both sides of like the good evil spectrum pretty quickly.
Yeah, for sure. It's like you said, the Hellguard is here. You mean they're after me? And they're like, I don't know. I don't think they're here for Rudo, but maybe they're here for Rudo. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, but Zonko says here, my brother ain't in a position where he'd be doing no ordinary patrols. Either something happened or something's about to happen. Is like, your brother? It's like, oh yeah, I guess Rudo doesn't know. Zonko's big brother Goka is second in command of the Hellguard's Red Horns Squad 1, cool names, always cool names, and his sister Kyoka is commander of Hellguard Squad 1. The Nijiku family is hella elite. Yeah, so these are like, it's like the commanders, and we know that I think do we know their mom is the leader of the Hellguard?
Yeah, right? I think he mentions that in this volume, that his mom got a promotion.
Oh, yeah, okay. God, they look so cool too. Like every character in this series is so freaking cool, man. Yeah, so Engine is like, oh yeah, you remind me, your dad was an ex-Hellguard too, right? Yeah, I was like, what does your mom do? I was like, apparently a year ago they made her Hellguard's HQ commander, all of Horn Squad. Made her Hellguard HQ's commander of all Horn Squads. So she's over Goka's stuff, Red Horn Squad. Because Hellguard Squad 1 maybe is not under her? I don't know, but yeah.
I think she controls all of the military branch of the Hellguard is, I think, what they're
that would implying. Be, yeah. Or everything but maybe the, like, special forces that Kyoka leads or something like that, but yeah. Yeah, enough about, and Zanka's like, enough about, I've been disinherited, like, let's just go find the White Crow. And then we realize that while we've seen, we kind of know why Zanka joined the Raiders, or the Cleaners, but we're still missing a little bit of his backstory, right? Like,
we know that a decent amount.
Yeah, like it isn't fully fleshed out, so I think there's still a little bit there to tell. And then Wing, yeah. So this is the girl we saw at the start of chapter 2. It's like, you guys don't seem to have your raffle tickets. Like, welcome to the Doll Festival. Again, another interesting design, very cool.
She looks unhinged. I love it.
Yes,
I
she
love the
looks
design.
like a Joker minion, like Joker
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Batman.
yeah, exactly. You're right.
And she kind of talks like a ticket's love. Like, wait, does this mean you don't know? Um, God, it gets so funny from here on out too. It's like we're giving out raffle tickets for Doll Festival's opening act, a concert by none other than Tu Lily, and they're like Tu Lily. I love the like immediate fangirl from Rio. This is a great panel, like Rudo looking up from the bottom. It's so good. And they're
This
like,
would
oh
be
my,
you, bro. If we were in this situation, I'd be Rudo, and you'd be like this person.
fangirling out.
You'd
Yeah,
be Engine. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. It's like, you mean the Tu Lily? It's like Tu Lily is here? Like here? It's like, did they tell people about this? Like it was just announced yesterday. It's been all over TV and radio. And Rudo's just like, what are you talking about? And I love this Engine freeze. She's like, how stupid can you be? It's like Tu Lily is the ground's biggest star. She sings, she dances, she does magic tricks. She's a master of all kinds of performance art, the queen of entertainment. I love this flashback too. We played her song in the car the other day. You were totally bopping, remember? It's like, oh yeah, like the sunglasses. One of Doll Festival's big wigs asked her personally to perform, and she said yes. I'm a huge fan myself, so I'm eager to finish working at the event. See, this is like, there's a little hints of this person where she's like, I'm a huge fan. I'm eager to get done to like go see her. So she's like, I need to get done giving this out to go do something. Maybe, I don't know.
How convenient that they were the last people, and then she's done for the day.
That's the other thing that is the most suspicious to me, is that it's like,
Right.
oh, raffle tickets, yep, and then she like gives one ticket to Rudo, and is like, oops, I'm all out, and then that's the one that wins, and it's like, okay, she was planning something.
And Rudo's ticket is 666 on top of that.
It's just it's just like a cute thing of like,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, of course it's 666. It's like, all right, are we ready? Time to start the Doll Festival. This year our opening act is, and we get white crows flying over. Which again, this kind of to me, this kind of lines up as in they meet Wing, and Wing literally like guides them directly into Tu Lily, like into this next chapter. Well, this is the end of 133 now, but yeah,
It could be that the White Crow is just both of them. Is like
maybe an organization. Yeah.
Or yeah, I'm not sure because they both like I think you're totally right that Wing and her name is Wing, right? Like but that Wing is the White Crow. But I also think that Tu Lily is the White Crow because it's like too much for it to be a coincidence. So I think it has to be like both of them.
There's also an idea that the Wing is part of the bird, so maybe like she's just an assistant to Tu Lily, and Tu Lily's the white. Like I could see that too, or it's like, oh, she just works for me and was doing what I told her to do because of I'm the White Lily, whatever, or the
very well could be,
Crow,
or it's like her in like disguised self or something.
Yeah. But we get Tu Lily, who we saw on the cover of this volume, who looks absolutely insane. Yeah. I think this is the last time that Wing appears, but we get a little bit more, right? Like the next chapter, 134, starts with Wing outside and like a close up on the box, and then we're inside the venue. So it's like, why show Wing again at the start here? I don't know. There's something's up with her, right?
Wing also like started off the Doll Festival for us, right?
Yes, she's in the very first. Is this panel? Yes, like this is the first page of 132. Is Wing with her box coming in and looking at the Doll Festival. So
and her box is clearly the vital instrument. So Wing is relevant in some capacity. She's holding it in both times. It's like clearly not just for her job. Otherwise, she wouldn't be holding it in that.
True. It does kind of look unique enough. Like maybe it's like a non-awakened version or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like it gave Bruto a magic ticket, and clearly she's holding it before the festival even starts. So
that's true. Yeah.
It's suspicious. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no reason to like night before for her to have the box to draw the tickets out of if she's just a normal worker. So yeah, something suspicious. This really cool shots here again. This is like maybe the most gorgeous chapter maybe ever, I think. The Queen of Entertainment, Tu Lily, absolutely slaying. Love Engine like flipping out. It's so funny. Like Awa doesn't get it, but there is a unique scent in this place. And I was like, oh, she's the one. What the crap? Look for the White Crow. He could have just told us her name. We wouldn't have had to search everywhere. He's like, but is there any way for us to talk to her? And then she like puts on a show, which like this is just some of like I think the best art we've ever had in GACHIAKUTA. Is like like her just like being stunning, like the reactions on the side. I love you can see Rio and Engine in this panel like flipping out.
Yeah, like all like. And all the kids too, because it's like I think this is their first concert.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. I think this is one of these things that'll shine in the anime.
For sure. Oh, for sure. They'll get Ado or somebody to play too, Lily, like the girl who did the voice in the One Piece movie.
Oh, that'll be great
For that singer.
Yeah.
I'll make that call too. I think that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, so she puts on a little performance. She kind of does a bunch of costume changes, and like, man, this is what Urana is just so good at. Like, just an immediate costume change to like a goth aggressive thing.
Yeah.
Like she changed. It's like her wand. It's her wand. The vital instrument. Lunavis. It's like too
That's
Lily.
a sick name.
Yeah, Lunavis is like moon's lunar, right? But
Lunar, yeah, moonstaff,
something like that. Yeah. And then she like jumps off the stage. We get another just like cool. I don't know. It's just like great pages, great layout.
Before?
What was that?
Have you seen that creepy clown on the right before in this manga?
I feel like maybe in one of the previews, like the posters for the Doll Fest, I think is where they appeared. I think that's because they're in the background here, kind of on the wall too, right? So
true,
they might be like mascots or something. Yeah, and then they all like flip out. Yeah, Maimo's here. Yeah, Engine is just like I love Engine in the back here. He's so great. Engine
He's
and
raving, absolutely having the time of his life.
Yeah, and we also get these two.
Yeah, August and his sister.
August and
Aisha,
yeah, and we get her kind of back to a kind of base look, I guess. And it's like, okay, it's over. She put on her song. Thank you all for coming today. It's an honor to open for this magnificent event. My heart is filled with pride. Yeah, and she basically says, hey, I'm gonna call a number for the raffle, and whoever wins gets to like get a wish from me, right?
Yeah, like make a request of her.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, I thought it'd get more details. All right, here's our only hope: the 2 Lily raffle tickets. Like, if one of us wins, we can get on stage. So I guess maybe everybody did get a ticket, but Rudo's was the last one.
Right.
Yeah, 4 gazillion. So they got 4 tickets. Okay. So yeah, and Amo's like, hey, if you're interested in the raffle, it's going on right now. He's like, okay, everybody, let's just end the suspense right now. He's like, get your 2 Lily, and man, Maimo, he's so good. It's like that was quick.
I love this bottom panel. They're all disappointed that the raffle is now because they wanted to have more fun, and now they have to start working again.
Yeah, during the animation at the end, it's like, did they not get the memo? It's like,
yeah, they clearly just want to have more fun,
yeah,
and not have to start work.
Yeah, we get the winning number is, and we get a cut to the terrorist device.
Maybe the stupidest name for a device.
Yeah. Well, and this also, I'm wondering, I think this is connecting what we're going to be revealed by the end, which is that, what Maimo is doing with the chokers, like that's the sort of terrorist device, quote unquote. I think that's what it's sort of implying here in the lead up. Yeah, because it's already in circulation. We're all dependent on it. We can't live without it. Yeah. So
the choker. Yeah.
I think it's implying what the end of the volume will show us. So.
Right. And she's even saying it's like we'll have to communicate the old school way, right? So
yeah, I love it too. She's so badass. It's like all communication from here will be conducted using the old methods. Well, okay. Don't they also say? Methods, isn't this the name of the town, Andio? Put Andio under immediate lockdown. Maybe I think it's maybe not. It maybe not. They look the same, but there might be lots of these caves. We've seen a couple of them before.
I thought it was Canvas Town, but I think it's not. Yeah.
Well, because the place in. I think maybe it was one of Rio Rizanka's flashbacks. They're also in kind of like a half cave looking, like impact crater site type thing. So maybe this is just a visual.
I guess they build in there because of like the trash rain or something.
Yeah, to protect them from the trash rain. I think that's what it is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, Andio's cool. So the winning number is, and the winning number will be announced by the lucky audience member with the glowing ticket. It's like what, me? It's like, but you didn't pull a number. It's like, I couldn't contain my flabbergasted response. You were too good. Even a simple raffle isn't just a normal raffle. It's like, they're so excited for him. They're like, it's awesome, you won. It's like,
dude, awesome. I love it.
Also, her magic is really cool. She's just like, please join me on stage. She like snaps and like teleports him like onto stage, basically. It's like, our winner, Mr. Wolf Boy, tell us your number. He's just like, where am I?
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like, everybody gets stage fright the first time you're on a stage, and to be in front of like whatever this is, 20,000 people or something immediately is like, some people would literally freeze up and faint.
And with no prep, he just got teleported on there, like with a
Yeah, like not even literally like a walk up to the stage. Like, yeah, I imagine putting Rudo on stage out of nowhere like that would do that to him. It's like, oh, Rudo, that's just the kind of guy you are.
Yeah.
Like, Amo's like, is Rudo in trouble? Should Amo go give that woman some smells? It's like, no, that is scary on too many levels.
I love that that's her threat is like very silly sounding. Should she go give her some smells?
Also, we kind of skipped over it earlier, but I love the relationship between her and Engine, where it's very much like Engine, like Amo like hates Engine but has to be nice to him, and Engine like pokes fun at her and she just does not take it. It's such a fun.
Yeah,
it's like
a
fun
absolutely.
It's like my number. It's like 2 Lily. She's the White Crow. Like is 666. Like she is the White Crow, right? Oh yeah, she looks so cool, man. I don't know. Every time I see her, I'm just like, I gotta put this page in. She looks so good.
And I think this is like a nice little character subversion because like her look implies that she is in the know of something.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And which is we're getting to the part that I think is the funniest in the in the thing. It's like, excuse me, it's like to give him an item off my person, I'll have to remove it, so we'll need some privacy. And she puts up a little magic barrier thing. It's like
Engine's expression.
Like a lucky bastard. Yeah, and so again, like you said, it's building up this tension in like she knows something, she's got him in like a cage. At this point, you might even thinking like she might be a bad guy, like this might not be good. And then we end, I think, the chapter with you are the son of Alto Sherbrek, aren't you? And that's like a mic for a performer with a microphone. That's a mic drop moment, which is very cool.
I think the Engine being his dad makes less and less sense as I read.
It's a super long shot. I don't think it is, but
yeah.
I also think he's not old enough because isn't Engine's like 25 and Rudo's like 16? So I don't think he's old enough,
like 20,
actually.
28 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but so we get.
You're right. He is 25. Everyone's super young. I forgot.
Yeah, when you get older, you're like, oh yeah, they're my age. It's like, nope, not anymore, buddy. I am 10 years older than.
Well, I also think I'm just gonna pretend that that's not the case because Jabber being 16 makes no sense.
That one doesn't make sense. Yeah. But yeah,
this is like Rudo kind of snapping at the mention of his father. Because he has no information on his dad, despite really wanting to know more about him, aside from the fact that everyone resents him for his father's existence.
Well, and his father, I think we even get in chapter 1 that his father was like accused of murder and thrown off the sphere, right? I think that's kind of all we know about him. I don't remember.
Even more so, it's like look at that second to the right. It's like, it's your father's fault. He made us all filthy.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's more than murder. It's like a wide sweeping taint of some kind of. I don't know if that's reputationally he made them all dirty or like
metaphorically or like I wonder
them.
I wonder if it's something like because there is the ground full of trash and the sky that is clean. I wonder if they like found out he was from the trash and so that's why they think he's up here making us filthy, get him done, and they accuse him of murder because they know he's from the trash, something like that maybe.
That's fucking great. I have no better ideas than that one. I think you might be onto something.
Yeah, we don't have much information, but yeah. So
no, I mean like that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll see.
Yeah, so we had Alto Sherbrek. Like you are the son of Alto Sherbrek, aren't you? And a little reaction. It's cool here because Rudo immediately. Honestly, it's interesting because this immediately overrides his trying to remember to ask about the choker maker and chasing the White Crow and getting that information. Like he was like repeating that to himself every chapter. And as soon as his dad is mentioned, he like drops it and is hyper focused. Is like, what do you know? How do you know that? Are you from up there? Tell me about my dad. Like,
and it's like he's like driven on animal instinct essentially. And like in a page that we didn't include is like it shows his like physical demeanor preparing for like combat in some capacity, like he's going to try to kill her. But yeah, then we get this next page.
Yeah. It's great. It's like no, and she's like up top. It's like oh no, I don't remember what she says in response to that, but it's something funny. She's like, no, by up top I mean the sphere. It's like it's not possible for you to know it if your father is here for the show. After all, I've never met him. It's like I don't believe it. She's and you shouldn't ask others if he's alive. I'm told that parents are most happy when their children speak to them directly. It's like she's a total airhead. Man, it's just great. This is great storytelling and composition that you might not notice, is that the story has flown through, like, Ruto getting aggressive, haha, here's the twist, we found out she's a total airhead, and then we get, like, a what the actual hell is going on here from other characters about the situation they're in, but also this is, like, a reader self-insert of, like, what is going on here right now? Like, what is happening? It's like, White Crow. He's like, oh, you saw my performance and the costume and assumed it was me. She says, the White Crow is special to me. When I was very young, I wandered into a no man's land and found myself in serious trouble. It was a White Crow that found me and led me to safety. When I was so scared I couldn't stop crying, the crow did a funny little dance to make me smile. Ever since then, the White Crow has been my soul's theme. I wanted to make people smile just like he did for me, and I swore to my soul that I would. So you get a little bit of, like, she doesn't admit that, she doesn't say, I am the White Crow. She says, the White Crow has been my soul's theme, so maybe she is? I don't know. I'm still doubtful, but...
Yeah, it has something to, like, it's probably not her fully, but it's clear that the info broker wanted Ruto to talk to her.
Yeah, exactly right, yeah. He told Ruto to chase the White Crow to get Ruto to her. Whether she is the White Crow or not, the guidance was still there.
Exactly.
But yeah, she says, I suppose I would be the closest thing to a White Crow at this festival. Imagine my surprise to learn you were looking for me too. And he's like, too? And she says, a certain friend of mine asked me to make contact with the son of Alto Sherbek. But I had quite the time trying to find you. My friend had told me what you look like and that you belong to the cleaners. But this is maybe my favorite part. I asked every cleaner, but every cleaner I asked only looked at me in surprise, like, excuse me, like, two lilies? Like, I don't think we're the same cleaners. It's like asking the literal janitors sweeping the floor, like, do you know where Alto Sherbek is?
Walking into buildings and, like, talking to the janitors.
I think literally, yes, she did. Like, I think that's the kind of airhead she is, which I think is hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah. She says, last resort, I went to the information broker. It's like, he set up this whole thing? He's like, wait a minute. If you went to the information broker, you had to pay a price. This is about maybe my favorite. It's like, currently I am absolutely penniless. It's like, he bled her dry. He's like, what is this indescribable sensation? He's like, oh, he. Like, despite my pennilessness, the staff here handled everything. They suggested the raffle and set it all up for me. This is another maybe implication. It's like, oh, the staff handled it. Well, maybe that's Wing or something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I think this is also, like, disimplicating her from whatever happens next, right?
Right, for sure. She says, so let's get to it. A gift for the winner, or rather, a special delivery from my friend to you. And she pulls out, like, a special choker.
From her huge cleavage.
From her cleavage, which is massive. Something I appreciate is that what is this, 160, what chapter are we on? No, 136 chapters in. This is the first girl with large boobs in this manga. I can't think of anybody else who's like, animated manga get kind of a bad rap for, like, everybody's got big boobs all the time. But, like, nope, this is the first really busty. I mean, and she's more busty than most big boob girls, but, like, this is the first one we've gotten. And I respect that.
Is that the case? I think you might be right. Or actually there was that lady from the other branch.
Oh, from the South branch? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, but like
the only other one.
Not on this level. I guess hardly to find anybody on that level.
No, yeah, you're right. Not on this level. Yeah. This is absurd.
Yes, she is definitely the absurd level. But yeah, a specially made choker. Your job is to put it on after you leave the stage. And she says, oh, I forgot. I was asked to cast a spell to make sure it looks like something else to everyone but you. And they kind of step out. She does her, like, I'm terribly sorry to keep you waiting. He's received his prize. My role is done. And Ruto kind of starts walking back, I think, like, thank you for that most excellent, mind-blowing, titillating opening act 2, Lily. Oh, wait, hold on. For some reason, I didn't notice this panel on the left here, where she whispers and says, tell him hello for me.
She's talking about the
Choker Maker? Okay. For some reason, my mind went to Engine, because I'm like, wait, Engine's been around. Is it Engine? But I think it's a Choker Maker. I think you're right. Yeah. See you later, Talebe! And she VoIPs out of there. The reactions are so good. It's like, Mimo, this guy has a mouth on his head that is just open. We get the kind of cartoony. Cool. God, is this like Mickey Mouse eyeballs on Engine? It's so good. And we get like,
yeah.
I love that this is a full double page spread. It takes up more than a full page. It has bra written on the right side, and it's
bra written on the left side.
And then it's Rudo carrying a bra, which is like quite literally as tall as he is. Like it is that large. Like, he's like, what does it look like to everybody else? He's like, I didn't get a chance to ask about the choker maker. He's like, oh yeah, she told me to put it on after I left the stage. It's like, no way, too weird. Like absolutely dying. It's like, Rudo, you did good for yourself.
And fucking Rio's just like cannot
keep it
together.
I love Amo's reaction to it. He's like, so that's what you like. Amo is sorry she is not so gifted. It's like, seriously, what are they saying? It's like Rudo in a bra. And he's like, wait, I hear something. And we get like, I am the choker maker. And he says, this is the choker maker speaking to Rudo now. So it's like, Rudo Sherbrek, I know what you wish for. I have information about your father and a piece of the Watchmen series if you want them. If you want them, you will destroy the Doll Festival. End of chapter. Mic drop again. Good shit. It's just like a funny, goofy, weird. Like it starts intense and then it's funny and then the bra and then he's like, Rudo, you gotta fuck up the Doll Festival.
I wonder what piece of the Watchmen series comes in a pair though, right? Like them implies that it's a set of something. But
I think he's talking about the information about your father and a piece of the Watchmen series as two.
Oh,
so that's the
okay.
bet.
Okay.
I think that's how that works.
I think you're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So now we get Mildreda, and I can't remember this other girl's name, but the South.
Yeah, Mildreda's what I was talking about with the only other big boob.
Yeah, she's up there. We'll see.
But like, of course, Tu Lily is just like. You remember Tsunade from Naruto? It's like insane levels.
Yeah. An unreal, quite literally an unreal level. But yeah, they're kind of having casuals. Like it's like right now I'm getting these jobs in order so we can, let the twins have some fun. They're going to put on their performance. And she's like, hey, taking care of other people is great, Mildreda, but remember to take care of yourself too. They get a little message like, thanks, got it. You can head back now. Agra. I don't know. We don't know who Agra is. All the cleaning's done in our area, so some kind of cleaner, I guess. Still waiting on one more status report. And they comment on like, I love this like little bit of character building for a character that's not like in a scene. It's like, I don't know how Seimu handles all of this on her own. Like they're like two people doing the work. And they kind of notice something. It's like something stinks. It's like, oh, you noticed it too? This place reeks of high alert. And then they get sort of accosted by the Hellguard. It's like, what are you people doing here? It's like, so many Hellguards in one place. What is this about? And then we cut away from that. We get some more cool art of people putting on performances in the Doll Festival. This girl has her cat thing. It's just great, like great paneling too in this thing. Like I love the flow down here, and I love just the sort of overlapping. Like it's just really cool. Kind of getting us down to like Rudo in a nice superhero landing, and the you will destroy the Doll Festival, Rudo Sherbrek. He's like, I need to find the choker maker so I get a clue on how to get to the sphere. And now this rando's claiming to be that. It's like there's no time to waste being confused at this moment. At the scene. At this moment, you are there at the scene. It's not a coincidence. You have to seize the opportunity. I won't take any questions. You must act now, in this instant, and quickly. That hall is packed full of people. Get rid of them. And Rudo, as a good boy, says, I won't do it. And the Pokemon's like, what?
I love that. It's like there's not even room to speculate whether he cedes to the moral conflict because we know he won't. He instantly shuts that shit down. I love it.
Yeah, it's it's good because there's not even like a doubt. He's not even like, well, do I do it? Do I try? He's just like, I'm not gonna do that. Like that's bad. I said I'm not gonna play your stupid game.
Rudo has had multiple opportunities to sacrifice his friends' happiness for his own goals, and he has never taken it once. So
or nameless
we
nobodies.
Understand his character.
Yeah, to sacrifice the crowd here, he doesn't know any of those people, and he still won't do it. So yeah, very good boy. He's like, hey, I'm not an idiot choker maker. If you are even that, I'm not so warped that you can offer me candy and I'll agree to hurt other people. And then this is funny too because he's like, Lily. It's like you didn't explain it to him at all, did you? He's like, I'm very sorry. I told Lily not to tell you any more than she had to, but it looks like she left out almost the entire explanation I needed her to give you. I think this is hilarious again because it's like, she is so stupid. She literally didn't explain anything to Rudo. He's like, there's no time. I'll make it brief. The hall is full of people. I need you to save them. Emphasis on save. we get, hey, wait a minute, only authorized personnel. We got Goka going up here. And he's like, there's someone out there. This is interesting that we're focusing on Goka when he says there's someone out there trying to use my chokers for malicious purposes. That evil bastard, we get Wing again.
Yeah.
Kind of
and
walking
she's
away.
leaving this stage now. Yeah.
Yeah, and she looks a little scared here. It's like he's been concocting a plan for ages, and now he's found a way to rule the world. We get back to that. Rule the world. It's like, I love Fu. It's like, I have mastered the techniques to soften the pain of feeling like an outsider.
What a depressing thing to say.
What a sad set of just like 3 panels of just like, he's in the corner. I have mastered the techniques to soften the pain of feeling like an outsider. And they're like, hey, you've met the twins before. It's time for their act. Come over and watch with us. He's like, so, God, he's so good. This is the funniest.
He's very cute.
I like him, yeah. He's like, finally, someone gave me an order. He's like, and Rudo went off over there, ignoring the main doll show to cozy up with that bra. It's like the person we're dealing with is using the doll festival as his big unveiling. He wants to announce the reign of a new ruler to demonstrate his power. Like, what kind of power? The power to rule. It's ridiculous. The idea of a peaceful rule with no wars or bloodshed. Again, the sort of one line in the picture, we're talking about wars or bloodshed, and we've got the Hellguard on screen with Goka. He's like, but this guy, he's trying to do it anyway, using my chokers. It's like the most convenient communication device here on the ground. Everyone wears one. Everyone is dependent. Even in costume, they still wear them. Destroy the Doll Festival is not just a random assignment. If you listen to this person, every human alive is his doll to control.
Cool theme.
Yeah, and it's interesting, cool to just see like, okay, everything is like leading to a head, and then we get kind of a cut through the commotion of a silence of like, all right, everyone, let's be quiet now, and then it shows the whole crowd standing still silent. Like, I love the series, man. It's so good.
And they all have like the squiggly lines in their pupils to imply the mind control.
Yeah, and it's an M for what we're about to, I think, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's an M for Maimo, which you're about to find out. And Goka, yeah, it's like, I knew it was too late. It's like, so please, you need to save them from that rotten piece of human filth. Yes, well done from the news reporter Maimo. I think this is fucking awesome reveal, man.
Yeah. I like Maimo is like a side villain, clearly, but it's like it is a good reveal, and I appreciate kind of how goofy the vibe is with Maimo too.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
I want to see
it fits the tone of this.
I want to see what the first. It's interesting that he's like you said, like kind of a side character, because he's like, yeah, chapter 47. So it's been like close to 100 chapters. He's been like 90 something chapters that he's been in the series. So it's interesting that it's like, let's a random, maybe kind of one-off villain who's not connected to things directly, but is trying to do bad stuff. But also he's been foreshadowed for 90 chapters that he's, maybe a bad guy, or not really, but he's just a character that's been present, right? So I think that's cool.
And cool design, by the way. You see the M's on the sleeves, of course, but the pockets are also M's.
I didn't even notice.
Like
he's got
everywhere.
M's all over his costume. Yeah. I also love the fact that it's like, you thought he was goofy wearing sunglasses, and then you get kind of like a serious close up of his sunglasses, and you're like, oh no, those are evil sunglasses. Whoops, I missed it.
Yeah. August has the good guy sunglasses. He has the bad guy sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly. So that's 137. So 138 here, a chapter called Supreme. A great kind of first shot of just Maimo in the crowd.
By the way, go back one page real quick.
This one?
The pose, the right one. One more. Yeah, that's an M pose, right? Like look at the arms.
Yeah, I guess kind of with a little bit. I can see it.
Look, it is like perfectly an M. If you look at the gaps under his arms, it just makes an M shape.
Oh, the gaps are yes. The gaps under his arm. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I see it. Yep. I was following his arms and not the gaps, but yep, totally. We get sort of a click of his microphone, and you get clap, and everybody claps, jump, and everybody jumps, turn to your right, everybody turns to your right. Kind of mindless dolls here. And then, man, what is this smile, man? What a smile.
It's the evil guy smile.
Yeah, for sure. And we see that, like, okay, this microphone is his vital instrument here. We also learn about two of his kind of stooges who are about to show up here. Like, Felix, what's the range on my rule? It's like, sir, it's the same as you use your normal powers, my lord. You rule everything within the sound of your microphone. In other words, you reign over this entire festival venue. Very good. It's like, that is his rule. That is Maimo's power. If we'd had on our chokers, we would be, it's like, the silver lining, you and your friends happen to not be wearing your chokers today. Why weren't you wearing them? It's interesting. I think this is interesting that the choker maker, assuming that's who this guy is, the choker maker wasn't the one who told them not to wear them. The guy who told them not to wear their chokers was Kuro, right? The information broker.
I think Kuro just gave them the information that they were being listened in on. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Engine maybe had the idea. Oh, yeah, because Engine told us to leave it at home. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I definitely think that this came from Kuro.
Kuro's information.
Which definitely Kuro... which means that Kuro knew about Maimo,
here,
right?
Actually.
Like, that... In my opinion, like, that directly implies Kuro knew about Maimo's mind control abilities and the fact that he could maybe control people or maybe was listening in.
Kuro knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuro definitely knows that because the choker maker knows that. And
yeah,
Kuro just knows everything, bro. Like, that's all there is to it. He knows, like, most of this.
Yeah, and we get it right here, right? The choker maker says the information broker, like, just how much does he, like... it's interrupted because... the story doesn't want us to think about it, but luckily this is a deep dive podcast and we're going to think about it a little bit. How much does Kuro know? Like, I think that Kuro is like, because of, I think he has the like crow spies or he's made of crows or whatever it is. He knows like next to everything, not everything, but like he knows way more than anybody else. Right. And we also saw
by proxy, Zodal will soon know everything.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we saw when the mind reader headphones girl looked into his mind, he had like thousands of years of history or whatever and like too much for her to handle and like all the information from 600 crows or whatever it is. So yeah
he had the mind genjutsu trap to fucking destroy that girl.
It's just like super, man, it's just like great storytelling to like not let you forget about these little pieces that have been planted along the way and like keep a thread going of like, what about this information broker? We saw him turn into crows. He's the one who told us not to do this. He knew about Maimo. How did he know about Maimo? I just think it's great. Like, it keeps those things not in front of mind, but it reminds you that, like, hey, this is still a mystery you need to wonder about.
And similarly, we saw earlier the song that Rudo bopped to. It even brought that back.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
how it reminds us of those fun things too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and we get Engine in here. He's like, hey, you're going to tell me everything, Choker Maker. He's like, how long are you going to be spinning around for? Maimo controlling everybody. He says, now, if I'm not mistaken, for some reason, there is a spherite in our midst. Like, Rudo Sherbrek, come up to the stage. I didn't notice this when I was first reading, but like Goka, he reacts. It's like Rudo Sherbrek.
Yeah.
So, which makes me think maybe he's their target, but
our boy's fucked. He's gonna go to jail after this.
I didn't even I made that guess in the moment, but now I'm like, yeah, I actually think that's probably what's gonna happen. He's gonna get arrested at the end of the Doll Festival, and like they're gonna put him in the jail.
Yeah. I think you're onto something. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Oh no, he can't be the mark because he's saying, what would he be doing here? The Hellguard came here for someone else because if they knew he was here, they would be, oh, he's here. I'm gonna go get him. He's the mark. So
it could just be Maimo that's the mark, but I still think Rudo's going to jail.
For sure. I think it's more likely Maimo's the mark, or maybe Wing, or maybe something like that. I don't know. Who knows? But
something like that.
Yeah.
Because Wing was leaving when Goku was entering in that.
Oh, that's true. So that's a good point.
Very well could be her. Yeah.
But yeah, we get Rudo. I like how Rudo walks up to the stage. Like it's cool. Like he doesn't hide or like, where are you? He's like, where are you, Rudo? It's just like Rudo Sherbrek walking up to the stage like he's mind controlled.
Yeah.
I recognized you when you received your gift from Tululi, and I was stunned, speechless. And then it just fucking Engine from left field. This is so good, man. It's just like absolutely baseball bat like hits him in the face and sends him flying. Like it's just awesome.
I love his face, like not processing the reaction to. It's a great shot.
Yeah, man, it's so like unexpected. This is something that Okubo did a lot in Fire Force, which I liked, which is a lot of times he would just have a surprise, like, this hit is so fast, it just shows up on a page, and it's cool.
Right.
And it's great, yeah. Also, like...
It works, because the guy didn't expect it, nor did the audience. It works.
Exactly, yeah, it's perfect. He also just, like, rolls, like, 400 feet away behind the stage. Also, like, the badass, like, Engine literally doing the, like, crick in his neck, like, stretching crick in his neck with his umbrella. Rudo
Yeah.
fucking like superhero, like does not even superhero landing, like without the hand. He just like, I don't even know what to say, like Super Mario high jump lands, like just
Yeah.
plants his 2 feet. We get some, I think this is the choker makers who we're seeing here, right?
Yes, exactly. So he says you took the choker maker's feet and the parents who raised him. This is a conversation that was had off screen, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
But the implication is that Maimo cut off the choker maker's feet and killed
And
his family.
Yeah, and it probably has been torturing him for a long time. Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is a great bad guy comeback line of like, I don't remember ordering you to speak. Like, how strange, you're wearing a choker,
Yeah.
but you're not taking my orders. Oh, I understand. Your prize from 2 Lily, that was it, wasn't it? I see. You've been a naughty little thing, haven't you, Countess? When a parent is away, the child is supposed to stay home and behave themselves. So Countess, I think, is the choker maker's the connection here. But
Another thing about parents and children.
parents and children, it's important. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good thing. I didn't notice that. Gus is so good. He's like, oh, I forgot. I killed your parents. It's like he's saying that to Countess, I think. It's just the face is great.
He is. It's just it's like a weird statement because he's not specific. He's like, I killed your parents. Makes more sense.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
might
know, it's
be
weird.
maybe only one
I think
parent
this is
probably is just what's being implied, but
Then you usually specify in English like which one, but I think it's just stilted translation and not.
well, it's unspecific in Japanese, so they don't know if it's mom or dad, so they can't say at the time. That would be my guess.
See.
Like if it's ungendered in Japanese parent, then you don't know if it's mom or dad, so you can't specify it. Whereas in English we wouldn't really say I killed your parent. Like it's not.
Obi-Wan told me you killed my parent. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, Rudo says you're evil. He's like, Maimo says, so boys, you're feeling sentimental for some stranger you've never met in your lives. If I told you the same story, would you get sentimental for me? Especially you, Engine the cleaner, hitting me with absolutely no warning. Do you feel that sorry for him? Engine's like, hate to break it to you, but unlike Rudo, I can't get angry on behalf of some rando I've never met. I'm not that nice. I love Engine's like,
he lies. He lies as easily as he breathes.
Yeah. But it's also like it's always his like his box that he puts up, right? It's always the like, haha,
Right.
I don't care about other people. That's who I am, even though he clearly does.
Yeah, it's his too cool for school persona showing up. Yeah,
Which he sticks to well enough that he is actually too cool. But yeah, Engine says, all this ruler garbage, I get secondhand embarrassment just hearing about your ridiculous dream. Figured I had to wake you up. And he's like, I confiscated your vital instrument. He's like, you can't give orders without this, can you? It's like, the doll festival is closed. God, another great action thing, right? A Shing and then Engine like dodging some kind of projectile, right? And then
his like in the coolest way. I love the shot going to the overcoat. It's like awesome.
It's so cool, yeah. And then he sort of gets surprised and it knocks it out of his hand. And I love Maimo's response here. It's like, it's cringe, it's embarrassing. It's like, people get so judgmental about others strive to achieve. Maybe it is the stupidest nonsense anyone's ever heard, but that doesn't matter. What reigns supreme in this world isn't the content of the dream, it's making that dream a reality. Like a nice...
That would be an inspiring phrase if he wasn't talking about world domination and mind control.
Yeah, he wasn't
right?
evil as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get, this is his other assistant girl who we'll see. I think we see her in this chapter.
What is this?
I think
this is Engine, right?
Is it Engine? No, those aren't his tattoos. I don't think, are they? I think this is Gauntus. I think this is the... Maybe? Actually, wait. Now I'm doubting. Hold on. Engine arm tattoos. Yeah, no, those aren't Engine's tattoos unless he tattooed over them. I think this is Gauntus, and I don't know who these two people are, but I think that's what's going on here. Because I think the feet, right? I mean, I'm not like a foot guy, but like maybe those are the same feet.
I have no idea. It would make sense for it to be Engine because his past is an unknown and he like inherited his name.
Yeah,
but you're right. I don't know. If it's not his tattoos, it's someone else.
Yeah, I mean, this maybe could be Engine on the maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
sure. Maybe we'll know what it is eventually. I'm not sure. But yeah, we a little bit of Gauntus talking here. I think the other thing is that immediately Gauntus is the sort of POV here. To produce a choker, I need to use my blood. I imbue a random chord with my blood and give it my powers. That is the recipe for a choker. Because I own a piece of the Watchmen series, it's possible to mass produce them. And because it requires my blood, he took advantage. That's right, Maimo's power allows him to control his target by drinking that target's blood. Thus, he has continually extracted my blood. He has been controlling me and continually forcing me to make chokers, all for his ridiculous megalomania. I mean, this is the sort of connect the dots. Like, he drinks their blood to control them. That would mean it's like Maimo's drunk the blood of every person in this audience. Is that what that means? It's like it's possibly drink the blood of single person who's wearing a choker. Creating a choker requires my blood. Using a choker requires the blood of its user. To become a registered user, you all would have first imbued your choker with your own blood. He's like, yeah, I think I did do that.
This is what happens if you don't read the TOS.
Yeah, they are imbued with my blood at the time of production, and the first blood mixed with that is the user's blood. Maimo set his sight on that combination and refined his powers. Then he made it a reality. The ability to control me, and the owner of any blood mixed with mine. He wets his whistle with the blood of the maker, then he uses that whistle to control the wearer. Is that it? A good example of how nothing good comes from trusting the wrong intermediary. I like how
so
this
true,
is,
man. Like this is world advice right there.
This is also like a shot at Kuro, I think. Like his engine, I think, doesn't like him very much because he like he like made shots at his history or whatever, and he's like trust the wrong intermediary. And
Kuro knows Engine's deal.
Yeah, for sure. I think I think we can assume Kuro knows like almost everything, if not everything.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the fact that Rudo isn't under control means that choker is special. It's like, yep, the choker I gave to 2 Lily is one of a kind. It doesn't require the user's blood, but it can only connect to me. It's because 2 Lily held onto it that I am able to speak with you now. He's like, you are my only hope. You are the only ones who can destroy him. Please clean up this mess before the entire ground world becomes a doll festival. Also, just a great bad guy shot. Like,
yeah.
Also, he has a bracelet that says Maimo. I just realized.
I love him. He's so narcissistic.
It's great.
Yeah, it's like one of those Live Strong bracelets too.
Yes, you know? I wore one of those for like almost 10 years.
Did you?
I started. I don't remember where I got it. I got it at some party when I was like a freshman in high school, and I stopped wearing it when I started working in kitchens when I was 23. So like 9 years. I guess I wore the same Live Strong bracelet for 9 years. And it took it off or it broke, but
yeah, it's too like I think it's like non-conducive in a kitchen because it's like rubber, and if you touch your pan with it, it'll like melt through it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, those were a huge thing. Anyway,
we got Rudo here setting up for an attack, basically saying like, all right, if we take your vital instrument away, it all goes away. It's like you'll never be my ruler.
Urana uses a lot of like beastly shots. Like he looks like a wolf a lot of the time.
Yeah.
This one feels like straight out of Naruto. Because this is how Kishimoto draws Naruto in his 9-tail form.
I was about to say the 9 tails kind of behind him. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it's a coincidence or an homage, but given how many homages we've seen, I could see it being an homage.
Yeah, I definitely could see that too. Yeah, I love this too. It's just like I've got friends too. He says as like Zanka and Rio like crash down from the sky, like cross attacking him, which I think is just awesome again.
I love that, like the twinkle in the air and they just land.
Yeah. I love Zanka's accent. I haven't seen the anime, but I really hope that they give him a country accent in the anime in the English dub. I'm not sure if they do or not, but he's like, ain't nobody asked you to rule over everything, scuzzball. He's like, you spied on our private conversations? What a creeper. This time as an owner of part of the Watchmen series and on behalf of the Choker Maker Countess, like I will crush you. And we get a kind of cool cutout insert of Rudo. This is also interesting here where Maimo kind of calls out Rudo. He says like, has it occurred to you that perhaps it's that kind of talk that's keeping you from getting back to the sphere? You want a way to get back to the sphere. You want the person who killed your father. They're right in front of your nose and you don't see them. You haven't made your dream a reality. Let's see how we do in comparison. This is interesting because does this mean that Maimo knows that Tamsi?
Yes.
You think?
Yeah. So I anticipate that means that Maimo and Tamsi are in cahoots in some capacity.
Ooh, good call. Yeah, because they're kind of a third, fourth party because they're not raiders. Tamsi, I don't think is a raider. And then he's not, he's bad on the cleaners, obviously. So this is the third party, maybe, is Maimo and Tamsi. Party. Yeah, interesting. I didn't make that connection, but again, 2 new cool side characters whose designs are awesome because the design of everyone is awesome in this series. Kind of a jester girl and I don't know, like a mailman guy. He's got like a mail.
Yeah, what is he? I guess like a courier.
Yeah, some kind of mail carrier, and she's got like a baseball bat. and like a devil tail. So cool shit. It's like, Felix, what is your dream? It's like, sire, my dream is to protect you, my lord. And you've made that a reality. It's like, Gil, what is your dream? To make some money protecting you, I guess. Yes, and you're making that a reality. It's like, oh dear, what about you folks?
You were kind of right. Like when you called Wing a Joker minion,
Yeah.
Gil is also a Joker minion.
Yes, for sure. They both have that Harlequin look to them, I would say.
And Felix is just a paladin. That's how he comes across.
Yeah. But again, I mean, I have to call it out because Keiran is so good at this. Another cool, like, person of color in a manga, which has had more people of color than any other manga I've ever read, probably. Like,
yeah, that's cool. Felix is black, Gil is brown. It's cool to see.
It's great. I super appreciate it. I think everybody does from what I've seen. I love Maimo here calling out everybody and showing how much he knows about everything, which I think is great. Is like the defective son of a prestigious family, Zanka Nijiku. You seek strength, but you keep losing to Jabberwonger. Like, he literally knows everything that's going on with him.
Yeah, that one's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it's like Stray Collector Engine, which we pointed out he likes collecting, stray kids or whatever. He's like, you're always poking your nose into everyone else's business, but you won't even tell them your real name. A hypocrite shrouded in mystery. Like Rio Reaper. I like how he just hits her with him. How's your father doing? And she's just like stun locked. Like,
yeah, this is like one that we don't understand how offensive what he said was, but this did some psychic damage for sure.
Yeah, something about this is really getting to her. It's like,
Rio like brought up like her. You remember that like very early on when she was in the room at night with Rudo, and they discussed her parents, and she got like very
she clammed up,
withdrawn.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's crazy how much like cool backstory and interesting things we know, and there's still like so much left to tell, which is makes me excited to keep reading this for years. So,
isn't it just confidence that she just alludes to all of these like big things in these characters' backstories, but like 100 chapters later, we still don't know. It's like confidence that she'll get to it and that the series will keep going. I appreciate that. It leads to good writing.
For sure at this point where it's like, it's been going, it's popular, it has an anime, it's like, maybe the first 20 or 40 chapters I'd have been a little concerned, but like, I think it's solid and it's staying. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be a 300 or 400 chapter manga if I had to guess. We're at like 140 basically at the end of this one, so I predict a lot more.
To be honest, I truly thought that, just a quick tangent, is I truly thought like the level of world building done in One Piece was like not possible in the modern day given how manga structure works. But I think GACHIAKUTA is like doing a very similar thing in how it world builds, in that it has confidence that it won't be axed at any point, and it just throws out a shit ton of hints and clues and threads we can follow, and answers them like slowly or gives us small reveals. I just love it.
It's great.
Really
I adore the series. Yeah, and Maimo's finally taken his shot at Rudo. It's like, in Rudo Sherbrek, you can't avenge your father's murder. You can't get back the sphere. You can't accomplish anything, no matter how hard you try. What a dunce. And Rudo is going Super Saiyan, and gives a big punch into the shield that's up. He's like, nothing could be more ridiculous than this. None of you have made your dreams a reality, and you think you can lecture me, the one who has made his dream a reality. It's like, how long do you think I've been setting this up? Also, like, it's like his letter power is some kind of shield here. I have always taken action. I have always been there. I finished my preparations, so I took action. I took action, so I made the dream a reality. My out-of-fashion dream has been to rule, and I've made the dream a reality. Maimo the news reporter is no more. Maimo the ruler is he who stands before you. What a great page, too.
He says so much about making dreams realities.
Yeah.
Full-on Shia LaBeouf posting. But I dig him. He's like he's complete jackass who's just fully hitting everyone's weak points.
Yeah. And it's interesting because if he had a different power, obviously it'd be different, but like the fact that he can attack them in an emotional, I mentioned this when I talk about a climax being like an emotional and a physical fight at the same time is the best. Well, this is like Maimo has the emotional and a physical threat at the same time. And so we're like setting up for that. It's like it's come from the other side, right? As opposed to a like character developing into their, physical and mental climax at the same time. Maimo was like, I know everything, and I'm gonna throw you off mentally and then fight you physically at the same time. And can you overcome
Right.
both of those at the same time? Let's see. Which I think is sick.
Yeah, it's sick.
Vital instrument, and it's Elenhos. Elenhos. It's like, my dear audience, unite. It's like, you see these 4 people? It's like, kill them. And this is the end of the volume, I believe.
It's a tidal wave of people. That's
Yep,
cool
a tidal
thing.
wave of people all, and like some crazy eyes. It's great.
And they're like all like holding each other up. This is next level gymnastics.
Yes, it's sick.
I
It's
love
cool.
that.
I love the series so much, man. It's so good. And yeah, that is the end of volume 16. We're getting a lot of these volumes. We've done a lot of these videos. But cool, yeah. I mean, overall thoughts, Scout, anything in the anything in that volume that we didn't go over you wanted to point out or reinforce or call out? It's cool.
Yeah, so in Greek, elenos, however you say it, means to expose, to rebuke, refute, show fault, or to convince or convict.
There you go.
So
I'm here
I
for
guess, yeah, I guess this is, and I guess he before he revealed the name, he just did expose everyone's perceived faults.
Yeah. I was going to check
them.
Yeah, I don't know if he has his name on his on his vital instrument or not. So maybe there's an awakening next level thing that goes on here.
Listen, I'm almost positive he's got it because he has 2 M's on the microphone itself.
Yeah, it's probably here. You're right. It's probably on there. And this feels pretty.
It's doing
pretty
too
final
much,
boss.
right? Like it's controlling so many people. It's got to be like an awakened power.
Yeah, and it's kind of when Gauntis talks about it, it kind of is. It's like he practiced it, he refined it. This is what he was going for. This is his final form. So yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I thought this was a really funny volume. It
was very funny.
It somehow manages to be like, wow, it actually lore dropped a lot. It was very, not super action packed, but lots of cool kind of action shots with the performance and the sort of fight in the last 2 chapters. Like lots of I think this is maybe the best art volume if you wanted to look at it from Urana's art, because it wasn't. Some of it might be from the graffiti guy, but most of this I think was her. I didn't see too many graffiti styled things, but
yeah, it's like this. It's hard to state like how does this volume stack rank in comparison to the other volumes, because it's like it's a weird way to look at things.
Yeah,
they're all
all
good,
so
and
good.
this is intended to set up a climax, right? So it's not fair to look at it through that lens.
Yeah, but it's it's still great. The series still continues.
I had a great time with it.
Yeah, it continues to solidify itself as like one of, if not my favorite, ongoing like battle shonens. Even though it's like kind of barely a battle shonen, it's like a mystery shonen. I don't know. It's great though.
Yeah, it is more of a mystery shonen. You're right. With just awesome battles.
With awesome battles and great art and cool characters and great everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's in the sort of year, I guess we've been doing this now, like somewhere around a year. It was a lot more shaky the first 4 or 5 volumes, I feel, and I feel like since the sort of Beast inside the Trash Beast arc, since then, and we start getting a lot of lore drops in there too. Since then, I feel like GACHIAKUTA has just been like nonstop firing on all cylinders, like no missteps, like awesome shit the whole time. Like, so that's the last.
I agree.
Yeah,
I would actually attribute this, of course, to how well Urana developed the sidecast, but also I think Rudo's development has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, I thought he would stay a snotty punk kid for like a while, but within the first volume, he's already like, okay, my philosophy is wrong, and I'm like, I'm not living correctly. I'm not parsing interactions or treating people well.
Yeah.
And after that talk with what's the supporter guy we all love? The driver?
Gris?
Gris?
Yeah.
Yeah. After his talk with Gris is like, that was a huge turning point for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rudo is like, he's a good kid. He's like very likable.
Yeah. I also, man, it's so interesting to see Rudo's development too, because we talk about how like, oh, he's a good boy, he's not going to do the bad stuff, but we also see a little bit of it slipping in this volume when Julie mentions his dad, right? Like, because he was very much focused on asking about the White Crow, getting information on Choker Maker, and as soon as his dad is mentioned, he drops all that and turns kind of feral, which I thought was really interesting. And like, there's still things inside Rudo that are kind of more important to him.
He's like instinct.
Yes,
it
exactly.
Represents his cost. It's represented in his costume perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, yeah, the animal instinct, and I think that's what Semui saw like when she looked into him.
Yeah,
and
for
saw
sure.
that darkness is, and we saw it with the black lines and him shrouded in darkness.
And
in
it's
that, in
definitely
that
the
scene.
didn't Zodal maybe say something about like his like dark potential, or there's something in there somebody mentioned about that at some point, I think. So
Yeah. I gotta reread, but I think Zodal was like mentioning when they were talking in the Beast about how Rudo was like kind of schmucking about with the cleaners and how he's like wasting his potential or something there.
yeah, it's so good. I love that we talk about how Rudo is like he's a solid good boy, such a good boy. He always makes the right decision. But I think that there's definitely it shows that there's still weakness and there's still steps for him to take, which is great because he's not at the end of his journey, and I think that's great.
Yeah, I agree. And I think really why we say that he is like a good kid is that despite his instincts and nature, he also has that part of him that overrides it, right? Like
Yeah, for sure.
he loses control, or he almost lost control this time, which is interesting, but I think he actively works against his nature using like just empathy
Yeah,
a lot.
nature versus nurture is the timeless
Yeah.
classic psychology. Is someone what they were born as, or who they are developed into, or what combination of it makes a person? That has been
Well said.
hotly debated.
Yeah.
But cool, yeah. Anything else you want to mention? Anything else to bring up here, or we good to go?
Uh, no, hell of a cover.
Yeah.
I wonder how this, I wonder how this sells.
Yeah, I mean, I think that with the anime timing and the fact that we get this cover, let me. Oh, do I have it? Oh no, that's the. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing.
To Lily is it feels like this universe's version of like both like a pop star idol, but also like a VTuber a little bit.
She's definitely
Um,
just got the sort of star idol stuff going on for sure. Yeah, the
is it,
whole
isn't
cover
there
is
a
cool too.
VTuber called To Lily or something like that?
No, there's Shy Lily is a VTuber.
Oh, okay. Yes,
But yeah,
that's why I think that's maybe my correlation on why
yeah.
I
She reminds me
think
most
she's
of
the most VTuber-y.
oh gosh, who's the bad romance? Lady Gaga. That's kind of where I feel like there's a lot
Oh,
of
she is
inspiration
so
from.
Lady Gaga. You're right. Yeah, this is a I don't know how I did not connect this until you just said it, but this
Yeah.
is so definitely a Lady Gaga homage that I'm like embarrassed I didn't put it together.
It's also, I mean, it's kind of an homage to all of the past pop stars. I mean, like Britney Spears dressed up in crazy shit like this, Christina Aguilera, whoever, right? Like they all kind of did wild stuff like
it's
this.
kind of
Lady
a
Gaga's
blend,
the
right?
modern version.
Yeah, but I think To Lily, I think you're right. I think it's very Gaga-esque in that she takes it to another level.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. I guess that is it. Hey, thanks again for listening or watching. Please stick around for continued discussions on this page. We'll be doing those as the volumes come out and as the covers are released mainly. Be sure to check out the Patreon if you want to support what we do. Get some more book club thoughts throughout the year. Check out Twitter, see thoughts and posts. If you're a weekly manga reader, be aware that our main podcast is on hiatus as we both kind of are working hard right now, but that might be coming back eventually with some episodes. We'll stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you enjoy our discussions here on GACHIAKUTA, be sure to go and check out some of our other discussions. We talk about the One Piece live action. We talked about Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, a full discussion there, which were very, very fun and interesting. So if you like this, go check those out. I think that is all for this episode of the GACHIAKUTA Book Club read-through. So, adios.
See you later.
And don't forget to read more manga.